Hi everyone, this is Ezra and welcome again to my channel. This is the last part of my Norway vlog. Enjoy! It was really nice to be back in Larvik to spend our last week in Norway with Oscar's family. 2 days after we arrived, and the whole family decided to go to visit Kragerø. It's a small fishing village at south, going to Stavanger, which is like around 1.5 hours, and this is the town. Kragerø is also very famous with Norwegians during summer, as they are also a coastal town and the weather is very nice. One thing I noticed is there's a lot of foreign employees, especially in a restaurants. Like for example, our server is from Germany, and there's another one that is Danish. One day before we go back to Oslo, I asked Oscar to go to an art gallery. So this is Nerdro Museum. He is a Norwegian painter. His painting techniques is similar to Rembrandt, but his theme or his subject is very morbid. 2 days before we leave Norway, we decided to go back to Oslo, and it was a perfect timing because the weather in Larvik is not that great anymore. Before we go to Oslo, we passed by to Narsnes to visit again his grand uncle. Oscar's grand uncle prepared a dinner for us, which is very Norwegian food, and he also showed us his garden and all the fruits that he have. We stayed in Narsnes until nighttime, and then we go to Oslo around 9 p.m. It was nice to see Oslo again, and I really like this city. Even they said that it's not nice, but for me it's actually very pretty because even it's very modern. They have a lot of buildings that has classical design. Also the parks and the greenery is just so amazing. I don't know why it's so different, but the green is really vibrant. So that night we planned to do a night out in Oslo. So we just check in our hotel and then we get ready. Oslo is really pretty, especially this street. I really like it. It's so nice. It feels safe, and also there's a lot of nice restaurants. So we finished around 1 a.m. and then we went back to our hotel. We just gonna sleep. By tomorrow we will just roam around the city and visit some museums. So this is our morning view from our hotel in Radisson, of course, and we're planning to check out in the afternoon and then go to airport and check into the Radisson in there because our flight the next day will be very early. So here we are driving to the Norwegian Museum of Cultural and History, which is one of my bucket lists in Norway. You will see why. And I think this is a nice museum, and if you're in Norway, you should visit this. So here she is, one of the reasons why I want to visit this museum. You will see now. So this is an Stave Church, and this one is called Stave from the municipality of Gol. It was built in the 12th century and it's supposed to be demolished in the 18th century, but King Oscar saved it and moved it to Oslo. The special thing about Stave Church is this church is built, or this structure is built without the use of any nails. So everything is just interlocking of the woods.
Og den liksom spiser sin egen hale, liksom. Og den liksom... Det er sånn...
Before I met Oscar, I was already very interested in Vikings history and culture. So seeing Norway for the first time and all this history and old Norwegian architectures is very, very amazing for me. I was really fascinated with Norway that time, and I actually believe that I manifested it by meeting Oscar. I remember also when I first met him, I influenced him to watch the Viking series, which that time is my favorite series. So we didn't stay much in the museum because we are already tired, but I promised to myself that when I go back to Norway, I will be visiting this museum again, and I will make sure that I will stay there for a day. So after we visited the museum, we went back to the central and meet Oscar's sister to have a lunch with her. We had a lunch at Theater Cafe, which is also one of the most famous cafe in Oslo. And for the last time, I had shrimp sandwich, which is my favorite during my during this trip. So in the afternoon, we went to the airport and checked into our hotel. We want to stay more until nighttime, but we have to bring back our rental car, so that's why we left early. So tomorrow our flight is very early, around 7 a.m. So we have to be in the airport at 5 a.m. It was a really sad day, although we are very tired and very excited to go home. I was a little bit sad because our time in Norway was really nice, and also meeting Oscar's sisters and his grand uncle, and also spending, this is my first time to spend vacation with his family, and it was great. It was also very nice to see our friends from Bahrain and see their life in Norway. So So we check in again in Radisson, of course, and we decided to have our last dinner in there. We had our dessert in our room because we were so tired. This hotel is very convenient if you have a very early flight. You just walk outside and the departure is already there. We had a couple of hours layover in Heathrow, London, so we had our breakfast in there and did some shopping, and that's it. So this is my first time to fly with British Airways, and we're flying business. I don't know, but I really like the layout of British Airways business class rather than the Qatar Airways. Even their food are better than Qatar Airways, in my opinion. So we had another couple of hours layover in Doha, and then after that we fly to Bahrain. So this is the ending of the Norway vlog. I hope you enjoy the whole series. If you haven't seen the other one, then check to my channel. And I hope to see you again in my other vlogs. Thank you so much again, and ciao ciao.